Good morning, guys. It is a Friday, the 13th. We're going to be working on the sloppy shifter issue that I have on the STI. And I don't know if this is a good idea to be underneath the car on Friday the 13th. But I'm going to send it. Okay, so the first step is to... Actually, no, let me show you first. What I mean by a sloppy shifter. So it's basically, this is how it is in neutral, right? But it's really sloppy. It's not as, I mean, you can actually just do that and it'll kind of, well, you see it. So, but if I get on gear, I'm on first right now, and look, it feels like it's on neutral. Get on second, feels like it's on neutral. So I need to fix that, and I'm pretty sure, well, I've already removed, actually, no, let me just show you. I don't know if I'm lighting right here enough for you guys to see, but this, actually, let me get some lighting. So I don't need to replace this. This is typically one of the items that you need to also replace, because the bushings on this, you know, where it connects, gets old and brittle and provides for a play. This has already been changed by the previous owner, which luckily I don't have to buy. But I still do need to unbolt this from the shifter rod, because I need to, at the end of this is where is the issue. I need to replace that. I believe it's called a U-joint, and that's coming in tomorrow. And the only reason why I'm doing the work today is because I will be I don't have that much of a window to try and get this replaced. I am going to be spending some time over at mom's for about a week, and the trip to the Dragon is about a week and a half. So I want to get everything in place. So all I have to do when the U-joint comes in tomorrow is install it. So and I'm going to stitch this up just so that you guys don't just so that, you know, with the YouTube magic, you guys see it in one post. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is prepping it for install, and then stitch it up next week when I do get the U-joint. So first things first, as you guys can already tell, the STI is all jacked up. I may raise it up a bit more to get a little more clearance for my my fat butt to squeeze underneath there. So some of you are probably wondering why I don't put the STI on the lift and make it easier for myself to do the work and not have to slide around on the concrete slab. It's pretty cold today, and you do it without a creeper. I don't have a creeper. Reason behind that is, I don't know if you guys have been following, but the clutch on the Supra does not catch at all. And the reason why I put the Supra up top is I plan on dropping the transmission to do the clutch. So I don't want to have to go through having to push the Supra out and have the Supra get stuck outside, because I don't have the means to be able to drive it on the lift. And the fact that it doesn't really grab at all, and it grabs intermittently, I don't want to send the Supra to the wall when trying to get it back on the lift. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet and work on my back, which at my age I don't really like to do, but I have no other choice, and my time is limited. I don't want a sloppy shifter while running the Dragon. I mean, it's obvious. So, and you guys saw that it's really sloppy. I mean, to a point where I would think that it's on neutral and shut and get off the clutch, and she'll stall. Okay, well, so let me do the second step and get underneath and show you what needs to be done. Okay, so I'm on the driver's side just for reference, this way. So this is the subframe or sub brace, and we need to remove this assembly here. And I don't believe you have to remove the downpipe to be able to get to it. You can just remove the bolt on either side and be able to slide it out of the way. So I'm gonna look to do that. And from the looks of it, the bushing have already been replaced by the previous owner with a poly. You guys can see that in red. So I won't need to do, I won't need to change that at all, which is good. I was planning on changing it later anyway. I was just gonna look to work on the U-joint. But so that's what we're gonna do first. And it looks like there's 2 bolts on each side. For the front and for the rear is a single bolt on each side. So these bolts seems fairly rusty, so a little bit fearful. There's also 2 bolts here that goes to the tranny mount. And it looks like that's still stock, and so I'm gonna have to, let me see if I can get better lighting. So I'm gonna have to remove that, maybe replace it, but I'll do that another date, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that part before I head out to the Dragon. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to remove the subframe, and wish me luck. Hopefully none of these bolts break, because I really don't want to have to go and drill to get it out. So okay, well, you know what, it is the Friday the 13th. Maybe it's a bad idea, but like I said, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll send it. I don't have that much time. Okay, so real quickly, these guys right here are 14s, and the back single bolt is one over here that is a 17. So 1 17, 2 14s, and the one that goes to the mount are also 14. I went ahead and put a jack on the tranny, just in case the sole supporter is this brace. I don't want the tranny to kind of tilt down with the drive shaft and screw something up. So just for security, I don't know if this is exactly all it uses to support. It definitely looks like it. So I put a jack on there, cut pieces of wood, because that jack doesn't extend as high as how the height of this car is right now. So considering that these are fairly rusted, I'm afraid of destroying the stud that's on this mount. So I'm gonna go ahead and PV blast it and just let it soak for a little bit, and hopefully I am not going to break that mount. So okay, we'll give it a shot. Okay, so I got it out. Let me show you the end result, and just wanted to also kind of warn folks that have a larger downpipe. I have a 3-inch.
Are you serious?
And I think if you go any larger than that, it's going to be difficult for you to slide that subframe or that sub brace out of the way because of the transmission mount and the studs that's sticking out. So you may have to remove the downpipe if you do have something larger than a 3-inch. So okay, so now that I got it out, the next step is to, let me just crawl up a little bit closer. Oh, it's up here. So going to need to remove that Let me see if I can switch hands here real quickly. Gonna need to remove this bolt and loosen this and get it out of the way. And it looks like the previous owner already made the change and put new bushings in there. And also remove this. It looks like this is the reverse cable. I may have to, let me see if I can get squeeze in there a little bit more. Disconnect it from here. I think this is just a pin. So need to remove this, get this bolt out, get this out of the way, and then I should be able to reach the pivot. I'll get some lighting in here, but I should be able to reach the U-joint, the pivot joint that connects to the gear shift that I showed you earlier. Okay, so I moved the lighting just so that you guys can get a better view. So just as an FYI, I'm going to take a paint marker just to mark the orientation of the pivot or the U-joint. I forget what you call it, but I'm gonna mark the bracket that it holds, just so that I know what the orientation is, so that I don't install it back in the wrong way. This is the bolt that I gotta remove, and the reverse cable. That's pretty rusted. Maybe I'll clean that up while I'm down here. Oh, there we go. Can't lose that. I'll go find it, but just gotta oh, I'm getting a lot of stuff. Don't do this with your mouth open. You get crap in your mouth, like I just did. I need a screwdriver, that's what I need. Okay, the washer just dropped. Let's go find that. Okay, just gotta remove this guy and then get this out of the way so that I can get to this right here. Sorry for the shaky camera, but there's a notch on here. This won't go all the way because it'll hit the tunnel. So just kind of shift this to the side, and this notch right here is going to allow you to just bring this down. I'm going to need two hands for this, so I'm going to put the camera down, but you guys get the idea. Okay, so hopefully I'm capturing this. Now that I got this out of the way somewhat, off the bracket, this is what I need to replace this guy right here. So I need to be able to get to this bolt and nut. I don't know if you guys can see it right over here. Hopefully I'll be able to clear with this out of the way. I also went ahead and unplugged the DO2 sensor from here, and just set the wire aside so that I get a little bit more clearance. And the reason why we removed that bolt up top on the shifter rod is because we need to turn this guy around so that I can reach the top of this and remove this nut. Basically twist it 90 degrees counterclockwise so that I can get to it. Okay, so I got the nut out, but I'm presented with another problem. So if you guys can see, I can't get this bolt exactly out because I don't have enough room. So looks like what I'm probably gonna end up having to do is take this bracket out so that I can have enough room to be able to punch. Let me see if I can point that out to you. Okay, now that I got the bracket out, this is what I was talking about right here. Let me get closer. So this is what I was talking about as far as punching through so that I can get this whole assembly out. I think this should just slide off because this right here, there's no way I'm going to be able to get that out with the clearance that I have right here. So, and then once I get this off, pull it back a little bit so that I can twist this so that I can get to the top so that I can get this nut off. Because this thing's just going to spin because this bolt does not have a head on it. It's flat, so I can't really put a wrench on top. Well, it's not like I'm going to have any room anyway, even for a shorty wrench. So I'd have to twist this guy and maybe put vice grips on it just to keep it from moving or spinning while I remove this nut. So wonder if I could use this as what I could use to punch it with, because it should be the same diameter. So we'll do that. I got the bolt out, and that's what it looks like. I ended up not punching that because I really wasn't sure if that was something that was going to be good for me to do. Let me see if I can, maybe lighting is not catching. So what I ended up doing, let's see if, I'm not sure if it's catching it. I can't see. Hopefully I'm capturing what I'm trying to convey here. But so this is what I removed. This guy right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this thing around like so that I can get to ooh, that's the reason why. See how it's kind of just like loose in there. Let's just, anyway, turn it around so that I can get to that nut. What I ended up doing was lowering the transmission just a tad bit, and to get a little bit of the clearance off of the side of the car, and took a crowbar and just moved the transmission to the right ever so slightly until I was able to angle the bolt and draw it out of the bushing, and that actually worked. So you really only need about an inch worth of clearance or play to be able to get that bolt out. So whew. So I'm gonna work on the other bolt, and once I get that completed, I'll show you the union or the U-joint or the pivot joint or whatever they call it, and show you the result as to why there's a lot of play. So and I think I'll call it a day once I get that done, because then all I have to do now is wait for the new part to reinstall it. So right now I'm full of fiberglass because of that damn downpipe wrap. I've never been a fan of heat wraps on exhaust. Just best to just get it coated, because all that shit, excuse my French, that gets on you, it's really annoying and it's very itchy. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that other bolt, and I'm gonna call it a day. And then continue this as soon as I get the other part and start the reinstall. So just wanted to show you what I did. On one end, I put the vice grip on the head and use a ratcheting wrench on the other side so that I can break it loose and hold the head from spinning while I unscrew the nut. Oh, that's all right. It's already loose enough. I think I can do it by hand. This is kind of stuck on it. Look at all that rust. And she's out. So this right here is what's, you guys can see, is what's causing the slop. Don't know what happened to whatever was in here. Yeah, it basically had this piece, and it looks like there was some meat that kept the cylinder in place, but that wore out, so now it's like all slopping in there. So the ones that I picked up was, I believe it's solid. I think the insert is brass. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to look at it when we get it. So anyway, oh shoot, you know what I forgot to do is just remember the orientation. I'll look at my video when I pull it out, just to get a reference. Saturday evening, the following day, I finally got the package for the part that I took out. This is the box that it came in, and that's the part. So unless they gave me some free parts in addition to that, and no wonder I paid 10 bucks for the shipping. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Throw it on there. Okay. Hoping maybe they sent me a shirt, since I've ordered enough parts off of that shop. Oh no, free paper. All right, that is the part that I needed. So like I was saying before, there's no rubber in it or a metal sleeve. It's just brass, so shouldn't be no play. Shouldn't be no play. Hopefully it's the right size. Oh crap! No. Oh. Okay, that's the right side on that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy, I might have the wrong size. They may have sent me the wrong size. I thought this was only one size. Crap. Wondering if there was any additional height to this, because it had this pieces on both ends. So I'm hoping that's all that is. So anyway, I'm gonna go underneath the car and test fit it. Okay, so just for reference, in case you guys are following, because you're doing this mod yourself, I found out that this indeed actually is the correct length, because I kind of looked at the length of this. It just, yeah, my assumption was right there. It's just because of the missing bushing, sorry, is what made it seem like this is shorter than normal. So yeah, so I got scared there for a second. But anyway, so the orientation is, this part goes to the transmission arm that connects to the transmission, and this is what connects to the shifter rod. And this is going to be, the longer part is going to be at the bottom, facing bottom, and this is going to be facing towards the transmission tunnel, closer to the shifter. So just wanted to kind of note that in case you guys are wondering, seeing that this isn't uniform. So anyway, okay guys, just wanted to show you what it looks like installed. So I just got to put everything back. I got to put that bracket back where the reverse cable and this assembly bolts to, and put the subframe on, and I should be good. I did a little bit of cleaning up top, but I need to clean it a bit more before I put it in. So as soon as I bolt everything back, get it back down, I'll show you what the shifter feels like, or looks like. Sunday, October 22. Just wanted to note real quickly that I went ahead and I didn't document it. I went ahead and took off the black paint on and the sticker on the A-pillar so that it'll match the A-pillar that I replaced with several months back. Kind of wanted to keep it stock. I mean, it does look better black, but the mismatch wasn't working. And I'm not sure if I actually talked about or showed you the end result of the shifter fix. But as you can tell, actually, let me see if you guys can see it better here. Very little play, even on neutral. You actually have to move it with some effort. And then if I go on gear, actually, no, let me sit down real quick. So if I go in gear, it's pretty tight now. So I took off for a drive earlier, and much better. Tight. So should be a better experience heading to the Dragon. So I also gave her a quick wash and had every intention to try and clay bar her, put a polish and some wax, but I'll maybe piecemeal it till Tuesday evening. Maybe do one side tomorrow night, and then do the other side the following. I just want to make sure that, because I haven't done that since I bought the car, so I want her to be at least clean on this trip and make it easy for me to do a quick wash down when I get there. Killboy is going to be taking some shots, and I do want some historical shots that I can put away for memory. And so I kind of want the car looking a little clean as opposed to being grimy. I mean, the silver and the gray hides it well, but still, I kind of want it to look better. So anyway, all right. I guess maybe the next post is going to be me heading out to the Dragon. Oh no, actually no. I'll create a separate post, but the post is going to be about how to delete the DRL. I don't want the DRL to be on while I'm driving during the day. I just think it's a waste, and it's probably more wear and tear on the bulbs. So I'm going to try and delete that and only have it come on when I want it to come on.